Hey, welcome to another video. In this one, I asked you guys in my community tab what the next video should be, and you guys chose Wandering Path. Now just to take a little bit of time to explain what Wandering Path does, it makes it so that notables, the larger passive points on the Atlas skill tree, do nothing. But in exchange, the small passive points on the tree have their effects doubled. I showed off one of these strategies in my Delve video, where I take enough of the adjacent map drop chance so that it was guaranteed, and ran a strategy with shadow shaping in order to guarantee that my map drops were Crimson Temple. That strategy still works, but I wanted to take a different route this time and focus on the top of the tree, in order to get 60% increased map modifiers. What this does is scale the modifiers on the map, making it more rippy, but also increasing the quant, rarity, and pack size of the map. I'll take a quick second here to say that if you like the content and want to see more, let me know by leaving a comment down below and subscribing. I'm working towards YouTube partnership, and every subscriber helps towards that goal. Thanks! I only ran one strategy, but I tested two in preparation for this video, a low investment strat and a medium investment strat. I'll even show off a high investment strategy at the end of this section. So for the lower investment strategy, we'll take a look at scaling pack size for harvest in order to get tons of harvest juice. We take growing hordes and throw in quote-unquote useless polished scarabs, such as Torment, in order to scale the amount of mobs we get in Harvest, while still having large pack size outside of the Harvest and killing tons of mobs in abysses and breaches in order to hope for some lucky drops. The medium investment strategy steps back a little bit from Harvest and doesn't take growing hordes in order to be able to use the higher value scarabs such as Gilded Divination and Gilded Reliquary. This way we have a higher chance of dropping valuable divination cards such as Brother's Gift on Cemetery, which is the strat that I ran. For the high investment strategy, you'll probably want to move to Crimson Temple, take the Enraged Strongbox Sextant, and run Gilded Ambush Scarabs instead of the Breach Scarab. With this, you won't get the divination card duplication like the normal Crimson Temple strat. You'll just have tons of innate quant and rarity that may on average drop you those high value divination cards. Reminder, I didn't test this strategy, so the strat where you take the div card duplication might be better on average. Okay, so looking at the Atlas tree, we are of course taking Wandering Path, which means that we do not want to take any of the notables if possible. We are focusing on Breach, Abyss, and Harvest, with a little bit of Delirium here and there, and of course Searing Exarch. Now we're going to want to take all the effect modifiers on non-unique maps here at the top, and we're going to want to take all of the quant wheel here and the quant and rarity in the middle. Other than that, we're taking a bunch of breach chance and increased pack size in breaches, a bunch of harvest chance and increased life force quantity drops, all the abyss chance, and we're even taking chance to lead to an abyssal depths. Because we can't take the notable that guarantees 4 whole abysses, we take the next best thing, which is whenever a abyss leads to an abyssal depths, it is 4 holes. So by increasing our abyssal depths chance, we are also increasing our chance of getting 4 whole abysses. We take this wheel because we get increased abyss chance, we get increased chance to spawn double the amount of monsters, we got chance to spawn additional rare monsters, and increased chance to spawn all monsters as at least magic. Okay, so looking at the map showcase, we are on Cemetery. I rolled these maps to be above 80 quant. Rusted Breach, Polished Abyss, Gilded Div, Gilded Reliquary. We're taking Abyss on the map device. Here are our Sextants. Searing Exarch, no Master Mission. You could add Alva, but I don't see the use. I like to look for the boss after the influence has popped, just to get the boss nodes off of the altars. Nice. The map itself is very straightforward. There's just a bunch of abysses and breaches. Just be sure to pop them and do the harvest. The harvest isn't guaranteed, but when you do get it, it's pretty nice. For the harvest, just try to get all the yellow juice, as it is more expensive than the blue and purple. And then if you're stuck between blue or purple, or two yellows for that matter, I would look at what is actually inside the plot and just look for the most amount of blue named monsters. These maps are pretty rippy. As you can see, the monsters have 160% Fizz's extra cold. They're hexproof. They have extra life. These maps do have a lot of mods on them. So as you see here, you're looking for the blue. So these plots are basically the exact same as one blue, or one rare mob, 7, what is it called? Magic mobs. So they're basically the same. It doesn't matter which one you choose. This one, there's 3 rares over here, so we're gonna fight this one. And then always choose yellow. Even if the purple plot there was technically better, yellow juice is just so much more expensive than blue or purple that you just choose yellow every single time. So we got the Beyond boss to spawn. The Beyond boss won't spawn every single map, but he spawns pretty often. I'd say 2, maybe 3 times. I mean, once every 2 or 3 maps. And then we're just happy if he drops a tension fusing, which he did not. Before we get to the loot, I actually ran another poll on my community tab asking if I should run any Magic Find gear, and the poll came out to run it half and half. Please note that the quote-unquote Magic Find gear is just a single Venter's gamble with max quant and near max rarity. So first, looking at the loot for no Magic Find, you'll see quite a bit of Divines, and that is because I found a single Brother's Gift in the batch of maps. Is that lucky or is it unlucky? I don't really know. but it's there alongside the 2 Dragon's Heart, which go for about 60C each, for a total of 22-ish divines of income. Also, rest in peace Excellence, we will be swapping over to PoE stacks for videos from now on. Next is the magic find section. Here's the loot for the difference of wearing a single Venter's. Now in this section, we drop 2 Brothers Gift. Again, I don't really know if that's lucky or unlucky, but it seems kinda lucky to me. Here is a look at the value on PoE stack, and even though we had an extra Brothers Gift that trades for 5 divines, we actually don't have an extra 5 divines of income compared to the non-magic find strat. Came out to be around 25 divines. So adding the 2 halves together, we have a total income of about 47 divines. Not too bad. Now, for the investment. Gilded Divination Scarabs are expensive. 15 chaos per map expensive. The other scarabs weren't too bad: Gilded Reliquary, Polished Abyss, Rusted Breach. Here is a look at the sextants, and this is showing how much I paid for each compass. 14 each for 56 maps, and the total investment comes out to be just under 8 divines, for a total of 39 divines of profit. Now for how much time it took to clear and loot each map, I took a look at some of the footage, and I averaged about 7 minutes per map during the magic find section. While I don't think there was a large difference in clear speed with or without the Venters, I'm just gonna say the average clear time of each map is about 7 minutes, which means I spent about 6.5 hours doing 56 maps of this strategy, which brings our total profit per hour to about 6 divines an hour. Pretty good. But that is taking into account that I dropped 3 Brothers Gifts without quote-unquote missing and dropping a Brothers Stash, so take it as you will. Of course, a lot of the profit comes from the Brothers Gifts, but also a lot of the investment is towards the Gilded Divination Scarab, so take that as you will. Overall, it was pretty fun. With the Gilded Reliquary Scarabs, you'll see tons of unidentified, unique leather and heavy belts on the ground, and it doesn't get old hovering over them to see a Worm's Molt or a Deceiver belt. For what I would change, maybe drop the Delirium stuff on the medium-ish investment. It didn't seem that great, and would definitely slow down the map quite a bit if I got the mirror, but I don't really know where to put the extra points. Just a quick update on the channel, I'm going to be moving over to weekly uploads in order not to burn myself out by rushing to get videos completed and edited. I'm going to shoot for Friday afternoons, but that might change in the future. Taking a look at Betrayal/Syndicate/June missions to complete the group of master missions. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below with your comments and suggestions. See you in the next one. Thanks!